Hello everyone, it's your favourite local neighbourhood doctor man. Can he spin from a web? Can he bollocks? He's not even a real doctor. Look out, he is the Dr. End. Yeah? You know, and that's a completely original jingle, not, a parody of anything, And, next month is going to be Movember, which is why I'm making this video, as you can probably tell by the title. Clean Shavenovember. What could he possibly mean for the idiots out there? That's probably what you're thinking. Well, for the idiots out there who haven't figured it out, it means that I'm going to be shaving every day of November. And you're probably going, why should I care? Are you donating to charity? No. And the fact that I'm not donating to charity for this has got nothing to do with the fact that I don't think enough people would be able to donate to make it a reasonable cause, or that enough people would donate, even if they are able to. It's just that, I just think people would think, oh well, why is he, why is he asking for donations to shave? You should do that every day anyway. Tell that to Zach Galifianakis or whatever. Fuck off. I know Raxacargophalopatorius and the mighty geographers of the Holy Hadrojessic Maxavodonpho. So if I don't know Zach Galifianakis or whatever it is, then you can forgive me, since I know those other two. But yeah, tell that to him and see what response you get, I suppose. You're probably wondering, oh, you're not donating to charity, because you don't think it's worthwhile. Well, why are you doing this? Well, maybe it's because I'm sick of people going, oh, look at me, I can grow a moustache. Well, so can I. Yeah? It doesn't make you special. Yeah, and you don't have to just wait till November to do it, Nigel Mansell, Keke Rosberg, John Cleese, do you think they only have a moustache in November? Anyway, yeah. I'll probably have to get on with this now before you lose interest and bugger off to some other video that you've seen suggested to it. It's got 100,000 more views than this. Why should you give a shit that I'm shaving every day? Well, I've got a little note here with a list of challenges for me to do if I fail to shave every day for Movember. And, what I'm going to let you do is vote on these. So you can vote on which one you want me to do. I'm giving you a list of options, and each one I feel is kind of, it's going to make me feel differently, really, with the different ones. Like, one of them's going to make me feel embarrassed, or one of them's going to make me feel, like a bit creepy, and another one, so I suppose each one's going to make me feel a different feeling, and each one of these is sort of, chosen because it's something that I wouldn't normally do, and this is what it's about for me, just picking stuff you wouldn't normally do and setting it as a challenge. So, anyway, yes, let's get on with it. Challenge number 1 harks back to a previous video I did nearly 3 years ago, Fish Custard. Now I'd like to say something at this point, if I may. There was this girl at college who asked me why I did that video, and which quite disgusted me, because early in the video, very early in the video, probably before even 10 or 5 seconds had passed, I explained that it was from an episode of Doctor Who. That's blatantly obvious. So the fact that she missed that, it's quite appalling, really. But yes, the first option is to eat fish custard, but the custard has got a bit of ketchup in it. And the reason for that is because I remember when I was about 6 and I got some custard, and I accidentally spilled some ketchup into it, but it was like a couple of drops. You could barely taste it. I can't remember what it tasted like. I do remember eating it and someone being disgusted, another one of the kids, but it was an accident, you stupid twat. smack you over the head with a, giant fish. So yeah, that's option 1. Option 2 is a little more interesting, I think, because this one's actually going to be embarrassing and not just giving myself a little treat, I suppose number 1 is. Number 2 is that I've got a cross-dress for 7 days. Although the 7 days don't have to be consecutive, but every day, each day has got to be a full 24-hour thing, So yeah, I've got a cross-dress for 7 days. Yeah, so there you go. Number 3 is going to make me feel a bit like a creep if you pick this one. Number 3, I've got randomly, well, yes, see this woman, for example, in the street, and randomly run up to her and kiss her, and I specified that it must be a woman I haven't met before, in any way, shape or form. Okay. Number 4, if you like your adrenaline, then you'll like this one. Number 4 is I've got to say fuck you to my entire college class, and that includes the teachers. So, and that can't be on like the last day when I'm not gonna be there again anyway. It's got to be, like I've got to go in tomorrow and say it, for example. But like I say, this has got to be, this is if I fail, obviously. Number 5 is probably a weaker one. I will get drunk in front of camera, so I'll start off completely sober and then, completely drunk by the end of the video. So that's option 5, is it? Yes. And option 6, you probably, I don't want to say what I think you'll think of this one. It's the last option anyway. I was originally going to have 5 options, but I forgot about this one, so, and then I wanted it in there anyway, so put it in, fuck you. That's option 4. Number 6, and the final one, is I've got to become Jack Strangford for an entire day, so I've got to act as he would for the entire day, much like Daniel Day-Lewis is in character for the entire day on his film set, Probably, part of the reason why he's such a great actor. He never comes out of character. So yeah, those are the options. I'll put a list of them in the description bar if you thought my babbling on right now was far too much for you. And yes, I suppose that's it. The deadline for this, for the challenges thing, is going to be the 30th of November. This is assuming that I fail, and I probably will, because I'm not one to shave ever, really. Last year, I went from early September to early March without shaving. Just trimming a bit of my moustache. And look at that coincidence, Movember. Yeah? So, if you're a new viewer, you might fancy hitting the subscribe button at this point. If you're a regular viewer, you might fancy hitting the like button again. If you hated this video, you might consider pressing the hate button, but I don't think you should consider doing that just because you hate the video. Oh, up to you, so leave me out of it. Haven't you got, other videos to watch or something? I can't be the only... This can't be the only video you watch. Piss off. Go on, piss off.